Alright, so I was planning on doing like actual out of the theater reactions for the movies that I went to go see yesterday. However, like an idiot, I left my mics at the house, so I didn't end up doing them out of the theater. But I'm particularly glad for this one that I'm going to be reviewing now because this is actually an international film, and you know me, I'm probably going to butcher these name pronunciations really, really horribly. So I'm actually kind of thankful that, at least for this one, I was able to record it with the information in front of me because I probably would have butchered it horribly. But my name is Daniel Strunk. Welcome back to QuickTime Reactions, and we are here to talk about Exit 8. This is, like I said, an international film. It is actually from Japan, and it is directed by Genki Kawamura, and it was also written by him and Kentaro Hirase. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it stars Kazunare Ninomiya, Yamato Koji, Naru Asanuma, Kotone Hanase, and Nana Komatsu. Again, hopefully my pronunciation on all of those were good. And this movie is actually based off of a game called The Exit 8. After seeing the movie, I did a bit of research, and actually well-known YouTubers Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, they have playthroughs of this game, and the game was made by Kotake Create. And this movie follows a man who is just given the title of Lost Man as he makes his way through the Japanese subway system. He appears to have entered a continuous loop in a hallway where he just has to follow very simple rules. If he notices any anomalies in the hallway, he turns around. If he doesn't, he keeps walking forward. And the only way he gets out is if he gets out at exit 8. So will he be able to get out, or will he be trapped in there forever? So, like I said, I don't have much knowledge about this. I just briefly took a look at the gameplay yesterday out of the theater, and it seems as like just a very simple kind of like horror game where it's like, okay, you have to notice like when things are out of place and basically follow those very simple instructions. But with this, I really like the fact that with the Lost Man, they really tried to give him, a bit more context and a little bit more of a fleshed out character as well, which I thought was really, really interesting and kind of helps kind of bring an arc to him, and also kind of makes it more a movie in that way. You get to see the character, build up, and then you reach the climax of that movie, and then you just go on the down slope towards the finish line. So I really appreciated that aspect of it. The thing that really impressed me the most was the cinematography. Cinematography was done by Kaisuke Imamura. Again, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. The movie actually starts out in first person POV, which is how the game is shown, is from first person POV. And then it switches to more traditional, following the person, not actually looking through the person's eyes. But in this, there's like quite a bit of long takes, a lot of oneers in this, which is very impressive. And combine that with what I at least hope to be like really good production design, whether it be like, you know, swapping sets or something like that. Like, I don't know how on earth you're able to just like get a loop essentially of a room, but I have like a rough idea of how to do that. So being able to have the camera in tandem with like, swapping sets or whatever they did to achieve kind of the infinite loop aspect of this movie, like that was absolutely incredible. So hats off to cinematographer and also the production design as well. The music in this by Yatsutaka Nakata was also really, really well done. Every time that the Lost Man rounds the corner to go into that main hallway, the same stinger applies or appears every time that he enters that hallway, and it really kind of like is kind of, to me, it just reminds me of like a music cue whenever you enter a specific hallway in a game. Like, it just brought in like the video game aspect of this movie even more. And I have to comment this, and this is also relating to score as well. At the beginning and the end of the movie, there is a certain song that plays, which is entitled Bolero. Now, for any people that have ever been in band that have played Bolero, you will understand that it is a very slow song, and it is very, I don't want to say tedious, but it's very slow, and you have to have a lot of patience with that song. But if you are a percussionist, more specifically a snare drum player, then you are playing basically a 2-measure pattern for the entire song. And it is torturous. How do I know this? Because I tried to play it for a community band performance, and man, do you get lost. And so whenever I heard that at the beginning and at the end of the movie, I was like, that is the most perfect song selection if you are a percussionist, because like that 2-bar phrase just keeps looping and looping and looping, and you don't know when to stop. I mean, you have a rough idea as to when to stop, but it's just like you just get lost in that. And that to me was like the perfect song to choose for this movie. All about getting lost and just not being able to find your way. So I thought that was a really, really good song selection. But yeah, this was an absolute fun horror movie to watch. The performances from everyone in the cast was absolutely incredible. The production design was like almost one for one to the game. Cinematography was really, really good. The scoring was also really good. And yeah, this was an absolute fun time to watch. So, take the kids to go see the Mario Galaxy movie, but then the adults can go and have some fun with some existential horror and go watch Exit 8. So, I definitely recommend going and checking out this movie. But those are just my thoughts on the movie. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. But I think that's going to be pretty much it for me on this one, guys. Be safe out there and always keep your eyes out for any anomalies that you might encounter in your life, because that may be a sign to just turn around and go back the way that you came. Otherwise, you might get stuck in an infinite loop, for the rest of your life. So just be aware of those things. And I will catch you guys next time.